Oh my word. Okay, countdown. Sorry.
If you're so desperate,
It took me an hour to get this working. Sorry. It crashed in the cutscene, so it's now in windowed mode, so it's going to be really small. So I'm going to have to save it after this cutscene and redo it in full screen. Daily Premonition! So if this looks a bit off, that's why. Anyway. You'll like this guy.
Who's that old man?
By the way, I just apparated inside the hospital, no one batted an eyelid.
That's Harry. Harry Stewart. One of the bigger problems around here. His father started up the lumber trade and founded this town. But he's a weird one, as I'm sure you can see.
No, he looks perfectly normal.
Always dressed like that, never speaking to the townsfolk. And just FYI, he owns almost the entire town.
Should we talk to him?
Not that that makes any difference. So long as I'm around, he won't be getting away with any funny business.
George is a straight-edged cop. Good work, George. Very proud of you. Mysterious capitalist. I mean, the skull gas mask is pretty unsettling.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, haste won't lead you to what you seek. Keep your eyes focused on your footing as we speak. So says Mr. Stewart.
Well, if Mr. Stewart says so.
Nice to meet you, too. How did you know my name?
Mr. Francis York Morgan.
That's me.
Information desires you, just as you desire information too. So says Mr. Stewart.
Mr. Stewart's
Harry,
wise.
Stop trying to get in our way. Keep this up, and even you'll have to answer to the law.
I'm not sure he's getting in our way. We're just having a friendly conversation, George. There's no need to be, so protective.
Mr. Francis York Morgan.
Yes, that's me.
With each rain, our town goes mad. To our disdain, unpreventable. So sad. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning.
Wow.
Then we shall depart, Mr. Francis York Morgan.
Whew, thought it crashed again. Whew.
That's how he always is. Always spouting that nonsense. Don't give it any thought. It's all gibberish.
Emily here. Uh-huh. Oh. Okay, thank you, Thomas. Agent York, we've contacted the first witnesses to the crime scene.
That's the thumbs up.
You can interview them where they found the dead body.
Excellent. I was just about to ask if you could take me there.
Sweet. Total clear time, number of days till enemies defeated. We killed a lot of nurses. It's all good. Yeah, seriously, you wouldn't believe the amount of trouble I had with that cutscene. It's just completely locked up. I had to download a couple of new programs to get the XE changed into something that 64-bit format I'd be more happy with. I restarted the PC, I run it in Windows 98 mode and now in Vista mode, and now it's in windowed mode. So, I'm hoping, yes, I will save it, thank you. I'm hoping we've got past the nasty crash there. And if I have to do it again, I kind of know what I need to do now, which is a big plus. So it's going to stay in windowed mode for a little bit until I can get to another save point,
The body was
which I'm
found
happy
in the
about.
Greenvale Forest Park. That's west from here, and too far to walk.
A forest park?
It's the pride of the town. It has a beautiful trail leading to a viewing site over Velvet Falls.
Oh, that does sound fantastic. Show me the sights.
That may have to wait. We promised to be there by 1800 to interview the first witnesses to the crime scene.
Well, we'd hate to be late now, wouldn't we? Right, we are still nice and close to the hospital. What I'm going to do quickly... Are we not... Why do you want to go back in there? If you don't intend to come with us, we'll go on ahead. I'll go with you. I did have something I wanted to do, but I'll do it later. I'll go with you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is stop the recording here and hope for the best that it does not crash again, and I'll be right with you, alright? Okay, we're back in full screen mode, isn't that nice? Now, we can get driving. So, go on folks, in we go. Lovely. See if I remember the driving controls. Man, this game is giving me a hard time. Like, I haven't had a Let's Play.
Agent Morgan, if I could just give you a friendly...
I love friendly warnings,
Are you
George.
really upset about me taking over the case? I have the authority approved by the FBI to assume command. I understand you don't like it, but you will follow my orders.
Ooh.
I'm not disputing FBI authority, but this is our town. You won't get far alone, and you gain nothing by antagonizing me.
It's part of my personality. I just do things my way. I can take you off the case if you wish.
Stop it, you
Stop
two.
it, boys.
We need to solve this case, not bicker among ourselves.
Hmm.
Look at York, he just smirks. That shit-eating grin at the end is so funny. Alright, C was the camera controls. Right. Beep, beep. We need to get out of the hospital. So what's the... Okay, that's... The car park is actually quite big. I'm genuinely impressed. Okay, let's go. Right, we need to go drive all the way to the crime scene. And because this is Deadly Premonition, we are actually going to be driving all the way to the crime scene. Which I absolutely love. There are races in this game, as you can see. Though I don't think we'll be doing any of those until a little bit later. Until we got a car that actually doesn't move like ass. Right, let's stop. You kind of have to drive the car like you would a car. I know that sounds stupid when you say it like that. But I mean, like, it's not like a gaming car. It kind of does have a pretty shit turning circle. You got to try and take corners reasonably slow. Pardon me, come through. Woo 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 woo. Now we want to go. I don't know the exact route. I'm not sure whether this is going to be the quickest way. Sprite Avenue. I don't remember the map super duper well, but we need to head sort of that away. It's a long way to go. So this is another part of town, isn't it? Yeah, boy. Let's go. So we'll slow down, take a corner. Man, it's lucky American streets are so wide, I'll say that much. We are basically heading out into the middle of nowhere, so we need to find the route that takes us out that way. So I'm going to overtake these cars. Excuse me. Police business. We've got to be there by 6 o'clock, and I'm not convinced we'll pull that off. So we're in the main part of town now. We're by the diner and the eatery. We will be exploring all of this, don't worry. There's tons of stuff to see and do. And we will be getting lost in the town and its inhabitants. They are all lovely people. So I think if we go up this way, this should take us out. That's the... Okay. I don't remember the exact route, actually. I wonder if I can go into the start menu. It doesn't show us much more on the town map, but let's go to the map. Yes, let's select the map. So if we zoom out... No, that's not where we want to go. So I need to check. Hamilton Way takes us out of town completely. That's where we came in, I think. That's the woods where we lost our car. So we need to head this way out. Nope. That's the town hall. If we follow the main road this way... That's the train route. That's where we want to go, isn't it? Yeah, we want to go up this way, so we need to follow the road down. Shit, I need a sat-nav is what I need. So this road follows it into town. So if we follow this down... Main road... Okay, so we take first right, follow the main road up, and then take the next left after the bridge. Left after the bridge, and that takes us... Then we take the next left after that. Okay, cool. I think we can roll this, so let's go. So we need to go back. So next right, then a left, then the left after the bridge. Cool.
Anna's body was discovered by the woodsman Jim Green, along with his 2 grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
What were they doing in the forest?
Just their daily routine. They found Anna's body during a morning walk.
So you've talked to them already?
Not officially. Not yet.
Not yet. Are you out of your mind? You haven't interviewed them yet?
Agent York, that tone is hardly appropriate. We were given orders to wait for you to arrive.
Orders by who?
A man called Abrams from the FBI.
Robert, is it? Good old Bob Abrams. I did tell him to stay out of it. It's always tough to have a meddling boss, huh, Zach?
I thought you knew, Agent Morgan. Don't worry about it. We may not have taken official statements, but we got all the information we need. I can fill you in right now if you'd like.
Thanks, George, but that won't be necessary. I want to hear the details from the witnesses themselves, firsthand.
Ooh.
I just can't believe that the children had to witness the crime scene. They may be traumatized. You'd better do this carefully.
Don't tell me you get nervous talking to children, Emily.
Not at all. That's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
Just forget it.
I love how, like, York is just completely oblivious to pretty much every single social cue. It's wonderful. Right. So, that's correct. We, as we just found out, have to interview 2 kids. It's the kids from the intro. Spooky. Now, we're going to head out of town. The idea being that you don't ever get to see the full map, and hopefully the plan is you sort of know town a bit better when you go along the way. I probably should have filled up with gas. We are a little bit lacking. The junkyard is going to be super important later as well, if I remember right. Whoop! So we'll pass the junkyard and head straight out of town. My fuel is a little bit low, but if worse comes to worse, we just do a flare, and the flare will give us some... the flare will get us another car, which is the plan. Again, like I said last time, I super duper 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 love the fact that you just kind of have to drive and go places and investigate. There's no shortcuts here. It's kind of refreshing, and my car wheels are sinking into the road. My car is submerged into the tarmac. Alright. This game is so good. I just can't get over how ridiculously buggy and broken and, like, messy this game is in general. But ultimately, none of that matters because the game has so much character. It doesn't matter that the game is fucking weird and not necessarily in a good way. It just works.
Agent Morgan, how much longer do you want to keep talking? Maybe we should cut the chit-chat and go get our official statements.
George is right. Let's head over to the forest park.
Yeah, I'm going, guys. It's a long way. As you can see, we haven't got too much further to go, though my lack of petrol is slightly worrying. We might have to hot-foot it back. I think if we scoop up to the national park, it says here, yep, Velvet Falls, that's where we want to go. Remember to drive on the correct side of the road as well, which is the right. I'm so not used to that. Although I should be. I did do a little bit of driving in the States, but not enough to get really the hang of it. I just realized that the number plates are spy fiction. Wonderful. The music for the cruising along the town is so good as well. Woo 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 woo. There's a little bit of extra speed up the hill. It's important we get to the crime scene on time. Oh no, the car is starting to control badly. Don't tip the car, don't tip the car. Not that anyone really cares if we tip the car, but you know. It's more a case of I'm slightly worried about the fuel. We're on Flower Road. How nice. I don't know if anyone else is like this, by the way. Oh dear! No, we're okay. We're okay, don't worry, only tip the car. Just randomly tip the car as you're driving. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Keep going anyway. Does anyone else, by the way, just like driving around the countryside in games with open worlds? I super love it. And I wonder if it's because I'm a country bumpkin at heart. I've never been a city person.
Agent Morgan, how much longer do you want to keep talking?
I want to keep talking, George, because I like talking to you.
Maybe we should cut the chit-chat and go get our official statement.
But George, I love you so much.
George is right. Let's head over to the forest park.
Everything's closed. And we need to park here, do we? Here we go. Park beautifully. Normally they actually dump a second car near you as well, so you can kind of just get a fresh one.
Is this government land?
No, it's private. Owned by Harry.
This whole area?
It's now spooky
That's right.
because he owns the whole area.
I'm sure I mentioned that he owns pretty much the whole town.
He used the money left by his father to buy up most of the town. Many town residents live on his land.
Zach, did you hear that?
Did you hear that, Zach?
This entire park. A rich man's personal playground. These country rich folk are
They really are, aren't they? Don't worry, York, we'll get to the
It
bottom
all
of this.
looks very well kept, too.
Right, here's where we get to the heart of
FBI
our
Special Agent Francis
spookiness.
York Morgan. Please call me York. It's what everyone calls me. And you are Jim Green?
That I am, son. I keep these woods.
One nice touch, Emily, the way Emily's talking to the kids over there. Again, it's just small attention to details that
you're
make it
doing a
really
fine
feel like a
job.
TV show.
Well, I used to be a tree
Nice.
surgeon.
And these two discovered the body.
Yes, my grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
Creepy kids! Creepy kid alert! Whoop, 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 whoop! Creepy kid alert. Oh, Jesus, it's a monster! It's a fucking goblin child.
Zach, you see that? Twins.
York,
Just like in
I
my
know,
dream.
but you're goblin children.
We gotta keep an eye on these
Yeah,
two.
we need to chuck them under a bridge or something so they can
sorry.
hijack
Can we
cars.
talk away from the boys? I want to help your investigation, but I don't want them to hear this.
Very well. Emily, please.
I'll just take them over there then.
Thank you.
Hold on. Don't do anything without asking me. These children were the first to witness the crime scene. I want to talk to them.
Come on, they're just kids. They have no idea what really happened to Anna.
That doesn't matter. You agree with me, right, Zach?
I'm with you, York.
How heartless. Do you ever think of other people's feelings, ever?
Emily's right. That's stone cold. Even for the sake
Guys,
of
we
investigation.
gotta ask
Children
them.
see things in pure, simple terms. They may have seen something we adults would never spot, and they are here at our request as well. We could at least chat with them and see if they want to make a statement.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I never joke about matters like
Exactly. Yeah, I never joke about maths like this. He guns.
this. Don't worry. They aren't as fragile as you think. Look at them, standing so upright.
It's so funny. Alright, well, we can look around.